based on Kotoko and Heart or my side. But the discussion yes I am. I'm just opting out.
Okay.
Yes, I intimi my own papa. Kotoko for not taking and train position as for no so I take and train position. But I will just respond to few ones. They all come about the best coach in the EPL. Now, when Jurgen Klopp is voted or declared the best coach in the EPL, in the English League, one is because he was second in the league. He won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Won the Carabao Cup. And was finalist in the Champions League. So what I say?
Yeah,
okay, we in Abuma easy or the best Pep. Okay, can we move Buma? Because Pep was in all those competitions. And apart from one, the other can or the no coin. But in the case of Boadu, you see, anyway, we will leave it to the wise man. Makwatnasi, Kofi Ricky. Kofi
legend.
Let's say it's a coach.
Okay.
But Adia Aminye and it's a for I can see now more junior. I can be.
Yes.
Because you can't coach a certificate A coach. So I feel quite in a position to comment.
Category ni abevi.
Yeah. Asibia.
Yes.
Maybe I say. Be an infant example. Be as a cabinet one cartu for
na.
One year na
ye kwa wasem.
Obi on your juma we be no best market.
Yes.
By here the always seniors.
Yeah, seniors.
Omo na ja yesu
na cartu for na kwabana ebo. Untimi nka kakra o legend. Untimi kakra.
Carl did not practice journalism. Carl juma those I think no standard you. Yeah. It's a standard board. Say, hey, oh no, I said I'm a practice. Me example.
Yes.
One said I'm practicing journalism. I'm not did. Why writing for Africa Sports, other newspapers. You know, or trauma. Or Hiniba Charles paper. No, did his own Africa Sports. He has been on TV all his life, radio, bebenti. Oh, compare you, not be fair.
Man, but I'm just oh, the ultimate come where you can.
Oh, right. In terms of journalism, right.
Say you are heading to me, come out.
Carl is a fan.
Oh yeah.
But in the case of Boadu,
my name is Fesse. Your name is Fesse. The Rihanna or recognize seniority. No, when they are there. It may be a bit matemo when I'm saying, say, one recognizes seniority. It do so being from you have to recognize seniority.
All the established professions.
Yes.
Omubu senior.
Exactly.
Listen, I know me got two. Yura, got former chairman, board chairman, already jumping. One said this year name so only 50th year at the bar.
Okay.
But practice law.
Laws 50 good years.
50 years.
Top notch.
Tina or lawyers be court case be or temasa crowd baby we not. Now the respect the juniors give to the seniors.
It's not easy.
Lawyers,
yeah.
Doctors, no.
Yeah.
One,
yeah.
And to no extra sebiato.
Yes.
My dear. Obi ba na nu ye was going to say. Na nu ye yo.
Legend Anna humete.
Enti said the whole can say ye mum panyimfo a
edu so a bin fama
so yeah asofo omo ma no ye ikura no omo come senior pastors no asema the respect ma
be from father or me papa no
yeah we me papa we na so me nsa we na ye mi
say the ras of dim
na no na so we introduce Pastor Isud na osane mrane sa utim say Reverend Sudanaba
yes
na ehano ase unse du baby obi ti ma fan no ani ewu
yeah ase too much
he is the D&D the Bolga champion the one of the ultimate say no mpesa but ejuma de the footballers afo akwa wo yi so sia pokuntimu
yeah
it was what that from
Sunday to check
and they respect them but yeah go via them
but I think say
boy back was you. Only me didn't go and refin home. Or catch him say, it did why you saw near to take power, you bam, woman.
You're moving.
You was a savvy. I'm so back. Oh, boy, chairman.
On to was an own
Won't to bossy. Because a mirror.
Yeah.
Obiani bibia samre na man Jane din.
Yes.
And the one is all empty. Because Obiana is not interested in what you are interested in.
Yes.
And this all corner can replace so abroad din baba good team.
Yeah.
Now canas will be in Kambia.
Yeah.
So as I say. Because and now only park of your din command. Players almost named some of my cat 8 and 9 years.
Oh, that
and to one check almost so bad you must feel
so let's sanity you see
what do need go my main family what do need what do say I got dying on tape boys but boys in that yeah mfanya what do arguments any obium. Okay, mother born again yana na behema say okay okay or say what do say I think I'm the best and the reasons ne say not just the competitions or no nani players score blasters also when national teams now how to folk players change other teams no he's also won the FA Cup. And Tianuma no the say he is the best coach.
I see myself as the best coach now. Because without taking the Premier League Cup, we have number of players at the various national teams. It makes you a good coach because a development. Look at the number of players we have in this country. You team FA players, the 2 or 3 to the various national teams. They say you are working.
Bobby, as I'm a
yeah, auntie.
Mammy Tiafa.
But don't tell me say.
Yeah, I'm we junior there. Who did just one, but
yeah, now and I never to one. What that you home, but you don't know. I therefore. Let me meet for no.
But make a senior.
Oh, so woman, that was I said, will be
oh, yes, you senior and no senior. I mean, can we go board do Kasim Mengel, Prosper, or Moon in our your seniors, or more A, or B.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What do
you say is the best coach on any other league? Yeah, but that question is he the best? Or say yes or no? Then you explain.
Compare one me. Never say
compare with yeah.
Or say to me, dear,
he's the best
man now. You know, or your best because a man know what you know. Then you kwase your money to them. Efa, and I make 75% each and 19 say the man in Olusu. Then maybe I'm doing nothing. Say, Nipa na the man now you know. Only a guitar for baby per se or caquem.
Oh, who evidence?
One of us oh, sir, you better say, I'm a decayano. Make a bitch. Damn, make a bitch. Say free course. I'll be what to say. Yes,
he thinks he's the best.
And I'm missing who to say,
okay, league in a baby, season a baby, or season. I mean, Busa say. Ujitum say he's the best. Then what are the reasons? Maybe I didn't some
reason now make can say.
Some you man now will be him.
Me the own tense and be family. Me fan for am pray. The juma na wa ye no. Ohu ni say ni team na nkasa obodo ye no. And be make can say local materials. And the juma na wo ye no ni defense, ni midfield, ni half front no. Omo bo game a. Ohu say there's a coordination. Ultimate say game no, but tactical game pa. You know what our boy had say, no, say game no or bono. I said, was 20 baby. And then men Fabi and can be home. The game is a compact. Who defense no, who start from the bed up. Only a bed up no corner, the way we a bed up no 50 on the best corner. And a game of up the players, necessary do no. The players no, what make I say from more than best players or something from national teams. Yes, 1 year Juma.
Who is the best?
Yeah.
Okay. Kobe.
Me too. Oh, I think sir, he was talking. Mr. Bod was talking about the current season and CCI currently. Or did he say he's the best coach in Ghana? And I say in terms of football, on the best. my understanding of being the best is that at any point in time, you have to get the ultimate thing in football now you know. So for Ghana football, ultimate woman the Premier League. Legend. It is the ultimate trophy, is the top of it all. For trophies in Yela, their son, the Dimupa, the Ghana Premier League. The FA Cup comes second to the Premier League. And in terms of being the best, you have to always go with the ultimate. And also something extra. Say, Utie, Mr. Samuel Bodua, he made reference to the cup he won, but he made reference to players that were produced for the national team. Yes, indeed, players that were produced some few for the national team. A free year ban here, Dennis Kwasa, Omuku Rim, no Masanswaba. It is fine. It's a big credit to the coach. No doubt about that. But see, yes, season. Legend. Now see per se you reward the coaches for their performances. Coach ultimately winning the Premier League, which is the best in our local competitions or domestic competitions. That coach stands tall. Let me say this: with 3 games to the end of the season, Ghana Premier League, a certain coach had decided the Premier League. He had 3 games to spare. No, bet me up to 9 points ago. Legend said 3 games, my 9 points. Dr. Ogum could have decided set 9 points and not obey Ogu. In any way. Why? Because we're winning league in advance. The kind of performance of Kumasa Santo Kotoko team in their mind this particular season, the style of play, how we create, how we show we goes, the tempo and intensity of Kotoko the ball season way. Serious season, now Dr. Ogum Edge Premier League. Now Mr. Samuel Bodwin has to folk A plus C. First on the league log, Dr. Ogum. Then Mr. Bodu with Accra Suffolk 6th position. The gap between first and then Samuel Bodu Emu Wadodo. And we are talking about the Premier League here. It is the.
I don't think there's any coach in the country who has
been better than me.
So you do an accumulation of about 2 seasons.
2 seasons, 1.5 seasons or 2 seasons, then you be the best.
They just ended season.
Ended season, yeah.
You cannot be number 6 in the league
and be the best.
You are the best.
No.
And you are not a coach of Karela and now Bichim.
Yeah.
You were a coach of Accra, obviously.
Yeah.
A very big club by all standards.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting. People are getting
and let's not forget, sir.
Your ball league now this season.
No, we hit team Awaya now, but team that can at least all this season what produce materials.
Team Awaya is saying.
So at the end, Juma Waya, now so league in Abona Woji, Nasawanya idea, whatever Dobajibia. Wojia. Now we give him crying your fat. Never born Abon whom be beyond Nasa Wojia, and then just saw a bit my yarn.
Game in your face.
Some kind of account.
Now send your coach behind a ball game. Nobody a choice. It's your style of play. But because we have the Mourinho type of coaching and you have the Pep type of coaching. But coach Biao the way he wants to play. There are mechanical coaches where they are not so much interested in ball effect. But at the end of the day, a coach first of all is supposed to get results.
That is achievement now the back.
No, first of all, I don't need the kind.
Okay.
Into ultimately as our body then he becomes a plus like Pep Guardiola. So body no Saji.
Sana is say let me say here. Because all the matches
but the kind is to win
a trophy.
And you body say be pon na wa relegation. What good team you have wasted their resources.
Okay.
So first of all, get the results. Not to top up supporters anybody in Tino, but the FA camp. You see, now we make a point. Board will have challenges along the line this season. He had challenges. You could easily see, say, not season ending, man.
Sir.
So for him to come out and even win the FA Cup, we're born home. But Amaniamekunu Mpenituka. So what I say? Name Jamie players winning bonus. Na ya na ye say, una o kan no bi twa 19. Ye won krofo a wo mu anei se komu nyamanfo kofi. Legend mo boa mo school a bi akomo ye professor.
Yes.
Be a doctors, be a lawyers. But we go school no we nyamwa.
Yeah.
So some had to drop out from the school no akoye enyuma eka.
Yeah.
But unfortunately brabo we are able. Yeah, the end results in the judge nipa.
Yes.
Unfortunately. Obi ni ball bopa. But ango sinebe.
Yeah.
Inti na ona mokra abi odru stadium mokro mfie no. Time abobo ya unya akwa akobo house of folk. Na nkofo ni mbocho mo anya sa opportunity. But you had it.
Tabande se ne no kure.
Coaching amu coaching obi o wa ka ade I say no mo de crash se ma ba coaching mu. Ebi a ko be a very good certificate A holder because ball no ni mbo. Baby atro nti. So in this life obi a wa ade bia ma na ntimi anye bibi enti emfe no ma ye jade emfe no mam. But I think that it is a bit team coach. He did well. He did well. But clearly, Prosper Ogum is the best coach of the season.
And I can say, clearly, Obi say, Bichim Jenny say, would you say, Yana, Jindi.
Manga say is the best. Mr.
Say Ogum.
Manga, Temanga coach Bichim at the end of the best. Because this is a team. One more Ebo League, normally third, and they were in the finals of the FA Cup. So you look at the size of the club. No one will say, Ahwabomoding.
And so what can I say? Men say, Yatuna Sana, Cassia Tuaba, Metoma Carella Cucino, than a Bichim.
Carella only saying,
for second, your girls view on a ma. Your girls view on a ma. Would you want a ma and no go area? Eddie Malukatin things. I don't know the
Alex Ben Max Abutobon coming message. Samuel Bodupa, no wonder your directors are planning to sack you. A coach has beaten you with clear 19 points in the just ended league, and you are calling yourself best again. Well, again you call yourself best coach because Kurt. Oh, no, and there. I was okay, but that's what Pino. So let me just read. Kurt and MTN FA Cup committee made funny faces. And the Blasters handlers decided not to call any Kotoko player despite their super performance. For Cameroon technical team to even recognize Frank Mbella is enough, and it settles the arguments. They are seriously doing football. Okay, so Mbella no enyanko, and Lawrence Boachi wenyanko. The Tafen Buchi was senior say. Asorin Quantania Unity or Honor, please. Any news on Kotoko signings? Okay, probably I think the producers will. Pedro Amadina Cruz watching live and clear inside Indianapolis town also. Kojo Asempa say or weekend sports no size. Kojo Asempa
Kotoko starting season now. Omo first objectives on the table. Go and win the Premier League because it is the best in our competition. Any other cup beer, trophy beer comes second to the Premier League. And it is only coach be born also of dominating league the way Ugu dominated that. I think the argument settled.
Or say Carl is a brilliant connoisseur of the game. If that means he combines all factors and achievements. Let's go back to the voice. Or say Wankase or a best coach of the season. Shamono no say he's carrying the best coach in the country. Interested this season.
See myself as a best coach now. Because without taking the Premier League Cup, we have number of players at the various national teams. It makes you a good coach because a development. Look at the number of players we have in this country. Yet if FL players, the 2 or 3 to the various national teams, you are working. See myself as a best coach.
Kakra.
Oh, I'm right. Yeah, they say high in fear.
I'm sending a sanitation into one team.
Okay. If a team wins both Premier League and FA Cup, then the Super Cup is awarded to that team. But if the Premier League and FA Cup are won by different two teams, then the two teams
and may I sure say, legend for now. We are so much okay with Liverpool's decision say on be renew a brand friend say Mo Salah the contract with me friend say Liverpool. What is the point in extending the contract? Point in it very simple. Mo Salah as a forward normally mean describe as a winger because of normal way he is more like a forward today. Mo Salah is a forward for team friends say Liverpool. Liverpool for tenase. Now so more far Mo Salah from 2017-2018. I will be PM team friends say Liverpool. Ne performance and no more more. You can compare Mo Salah to any best forward in the world. Play Bia Yejidi say oya forward, he's an attacker. We need ball. And normal West Petty say or the man club or the more mono. So then Mo Salah at the man Liverpool in that time period now Obabedino with Liverpool no. He's everything that you need from a striker. And then say offer to my friend say Liverpool legend. Omaya signings for Darwin Nunes. Signing a lot of players. Ombeye sa signings in Nina. But there are some renewals a legend ubetimi compared to top signing. Abrante friend say Mo Salah ni renewal no. It's more like signing Kylian Mbappe in my opinion. Can be compared to any top signing abeye. So what is Kake say akwa player the number of team. Player no that screen or so no. Legend. He's a top performer. Now, offer to my friend say Liverpool. And then in the Premier League, Legend Brebiana Kasasimufia said to be a competitor or to be competitive in the Premier League in terms of winning the championship. Also, when a forward that at least Obetime guarantee 20 goals or more. Takasasimufia pa. Offer Mo Salah ni days of Aberdeen to my friend say Liverpool. Legend, in the first season. That was 2017-2018 season. On my team, my friend said Liverpool 32 goals. In the Premier League, 32 goals. Not only the goals, he assisted 10 in that particular season. In all, the goal contribution in the Premier League was 42 as a player. The following season, he gave them 22 goals, assisted 8. That was 30 goal contribution in the Premier League alone. 2019-2020 season, he gave them 19 plus 10 assists. That was 29 goal contribution in the Premier League. The following season was 2020-2021 season. He gave them 22 goals plus 5 assists. That was 27 goal contribution. Just end the season, Omomo 23 goals and was assisted 13. This is Mo Salah. The statistics at Liverpool in the Premier League alone. This is a forward that you didn't know. From that time period, the neighbor Ubetmia compare it to Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mbappe, Neymar, any proven center forward in the game or any forward in the game. Ubetmia compare Mo Salah to ASR players, And then, so offer to my friends at Liverpool. So Sadio Mane ni ho. Na say omukwa kofa Darwin Nunes. Where Darwin Nunes has done a great job. But the reality is that in terms of adaptation, ultimately for range now kwesha Darwin Nunes mu. Ultimately, because season is about start no. When it does so, any Abrante friends said Darwin Nunes because Premier League naturally say, and you place nyina no mobile in their first season a fadema womo, they will need time to adapt to the Premier League. So there's no point in trying say, try and error with Abrante friends said Darwin Nunes as your main forward in the Premier League. And when my try say Abrante friends Mo Salah. What he might justify to the best of his ability, you bet me I stand on a contract. No, I the poster boy, why the leading man for team and friends in Liverpool. And today, some contract renewal no my year. Edema Brand friends in Mo Salah no. And the best transfer Liverpool for bet me in this season, in my opinion. And yet the signing of Darwin Nunes, and yet any other player better team and friends in Liverpool. Name a brand here, your friend say Mo Salah. See a renewing the contract, no budget £350,000 a week. Would my friend say Liverpool. So I'm betting my a normal kakra here in the Premier League and in kakra born again. So betting my kakra. What's about you say? Obodada say.
Say Liverpool renewal of contract.
And I'm just say, who's that? Who's that? Oh, on Joe Muscadina. Because I
350,000, 400,000.
About £350,000. Now, so I do Muscadina. Who's that? Legend, they couldn't afford to say, Jai Mo Salah, no just Sadio Mane in one transfer window. When the target is to compete Pep Guardiola, Man City, there is no way. I'll bet me I'll compare. Sir, Darwin Nunes, those players leading Liverpool line no to Man City set up here with see. without Mo Salah and Sadio Mane ultimately compete. So there was every need somebody to extend the contract. Legend, good. Yan African guys, you know, watch Mo Salah, and the salary Robert and watch Sadio Mane. With me a friend say Bayern Munich. The amount of money you're taking, check the level was 2 players from in terms of world football.
Yeah.
And then so what cap voice in the game ube making mention for Sadio Mane. You make mention for a branch friends in Mo Salah. Omo ne kita African for flag, you know. And many aje say Mo Salah extended contract. No did that amount of money. At the moment, over time I'll be in the Premier League now. He's the best forward in the Premier League. If we be PMU Premier League, no, there's no single forward in the Premier League. One more goals in the league than a branch friends in Mo Salah. And in the process of that, the Liverpool as a football club will pay Biano or their momo, legend then over momo.
Yeah.
It's about Premier League. He has won it. For about 30 years, I know Mutimenji. He's given it's as a result of Nigos or how decisive are we? The Champions League waje their momo, FA Cup waje. Bibi Biara were expected from F4 the Biano with a goal contribution. Liverpool are forced to reckon with. And it's a legend. I think it's a good one for team friends Liverpool. Yeah, Rafinha issue no. Legend Adena dicey pa I dicey pa Rafinha to Barcelona, Rafinha to 8 me friends at Chelsea, Bena Kase. Was it Thursday noon and our Kase? It seems a Chelsea for Befano. It seems a Chelsea Befano.
But Chelsea are taking position. And leads are clear.
Leads are clear. Leads for say.
Rafinha also pay Chelsea.
Yeah.
The Oko Fanabano. On va Chelsea can no majingo.
But and yebeko bibim kakra. Data Barcelona for nya brepa no yebekom kakra. In the first place, no, the agreement between Leeds and Chelsea Football Club, no, Barcelona also try to meet that agreement. £60 million on my margins on Bejeno. How many Chelsea? No, no, but the Leeds for and say a football club and another club any agreement on the fee. The fee is being agreed. Nia Kenya a all player no team no negotiations. Then the payments will be effected. And omono sa de na friend say a betrayer in football no e ba bia Leeds Genesis ya.
Who is betraying who?
Leeds for no empese ombe that position say the Chelsea for any agreement on a certain fee.
But they had a verbal agreement with Arsenal. They had agreed.
Oh, sir.
No, they had a verbal agreement. As I Chelsea, they come back. So, a great betrayer. Okay, Bobby. But Leeds, betray Chelsea. Is a player that says, I'm not interested in playing for that club. So let me go to Barcelona.
Yeah.
It's just ultimate side to move for betrayer.
Yeah.
Anna.
Yeah.
But you are bound or quawari and so
also when you're happy or hot.
Mimpe Bema we, Mammy Bema was in Zika. Zika command. Also when you're happy or hot. Or person both me friends say Barcelona. Rafinha Chelsea den.
Rafinha Jesse we cry na since you no machine Jesse.
Chase somebody.
So any Chelsea type of player. On the place one more type of players. On the Chelsea one pesa Brazil Kacheka and Namunchen. Aggressive Chelsea Chelsea they want to get the result. That other Mourinho idea no the call no. And other coach apike. On the salary one check. Say you cannot change.
Yeah. Now legend you Rafinha issue in Mikakra. This is my friend say Barcelona and almost one branch friend say Rafinha. Rafinha is a Brazilian. Born with the unimbo papa. Medica can ufia say ono ankasa we see so in his career as a young boy a own no. Player no idolizing no. A branch friend say Ronaldinho. Or share Ronaldinho skills every second minute hour. Or Tony Boas tenase. Ronaldinho every season be we Barcelona. No ko Brazil no organizes our games in the man korana na Rafinha kokobor Ronaldinho games. And to open Ronaldinho asem. And to watch and star ni ye pa na unse fele wonimu pa. Even it is the Premier League do. But then so ojibo na so ukrabo na so take on players ni composure ni calmness flair na uhu no a typical Brazilian player and who in the Premier League. And then so person o choose between Chelsea and Barcelona. Obasha club a best to on a star. Obasha club legend. Brazilians echo hono omatimi travel. Also who Barcelona squad of 92. Johan Cruyff team no dey the first Champions League. Also who that squad in the past. That squad no and na Pep Guardiola mu nyina ebobi no. We na Koma mu team no. That was the only squad that who a Brazilian say oye key in that squad. Predominantly na Spanish boys and they dominating. But legends so free our first Champions League na Barcelona G na. The next Champions League title Barcelona G was in 2006.
But Chelsea is when a few Brazilians.
But who compare Barcelona?
I know Brazilians. Brazil.
Me about what I say. Willian Abebo, Ramirez Abebo, Ramirez Abebo, or Bobo Niepa, William Abebo. It wasn't bad.
William, so to say, Rafinha Kaka.
William, yeah, in terms of next skill set, no, yes, or be pa. Then over here, even David Louis. Also to me, Chelsea pa. Today, Thiago Silva. He's played and won the Champions League for Chelsea as a Brazilian. But so about the Barcelona team, Barca team, no. We Spanish guys in the free war. The next country will be Brazil. Because in 2006, when they were winning the Champions League, Obertina Casasa team in the Ronaldinho dia. Team no, a Ronaldinho team. Barcelona come back after 92. Oh, more call for more sorry no.
2006 referee assisted.
Referee assisted. Are you talking about the record no? To James Lehman.
It was planned for them.
Oh, unse sa game na nam no office na ye share highlights no. Na me ka say ube blame Thierry Henry more than the referee. Legend. Henry na ye nim no, Thierry na ye nim no. I will copy me the final. I will nya one-on-one occasion with Everton Vardes. Onya sa 3 times. Legend when punish goalkeeper no. You blame the striker more than a referee no. But in 2006 you pick Ronaldinho in a performance. Before Ronaldinho, Yehu Rivaldo at Barcelona. Yehu Romario at Barcelona. Yehu Ronaldo at Barcelona. Then after 2006, let's not forget the legend 2006. Omoje sa Champions League no. Play or share that decisive goal was a brand friend say Juliano Belletti.
Yenkodi nkomo wemra yene Didi Dramani coach Masoud Didi Dramani an assistant coach of the Black Stars ko Didi Graze twi no still on ground but ya na ope back ye be try na ya me say oti ohun oti twi ni pa okay ontene pa otimika ba ontene pa okay enti okay where do we push okay coach Masoud Didi Dramani. Coach, good morning. Good. Coach, yeah, me who watch it? It's good seeing you.
Good to see you too, and it's been a while. Yeah. I remember the last time we spoke extensively was on was it before 2014 World Cup?
Yes, before the 2014 World Cup.
We had an extensive
that's true.
Thoughts about scouting, right?
That's true.
And I still recall where I stood in my apartment then in Kotoko, and then we had that conversation.
Yes. But see idea, you are an assistant coach of the Black Stars, and the Kai Ejuma together with your other colleagues at the Black Stars technical bench, to secure us the Qatar 2022 slot, even though a lot of Ghanaians did not have that belief, but you managed to get us that one, and then we will not go back to that one, but at least you have worked as a scout and now an assistant coach. The first question we always ask is, do we have that quality for the Qatar 2022 Mundial? Are we ready for it from where you stand?
What do you think? Because you've also been in the game, and then you have your thoughts. Everybody has a thoughts, and we have our very varied opinions. First of all, thank you very much, Oyepa, to be on your platform.
Thank you.
And to catch up with the rest of your viewers and then listeners. And it's always a pleasure to always have those of you also contribute to the promotion and development of the sport.
Thank you.
I heard someone asking that I understand Chi. Yes, at least I can find myself.
But you are much more comfortable speaking English.
Yes, normally when it comes to football, I flow more when I'm speaking on technical
Okay.
I want to, because I follow Oyeripa on different platforms.
Thank you.
Regarding your programs.
Thank you very
even
much.
very far away in Denmark. I think first of all I want to say that we only came to intervene, and I myself and my colleagues, and I think that those who started the CK and then Milo, they all need to be commended with the feat that we accomplished at the end of the day.
Okay.
And so we cannot speak about Qatar without mentioning CK and then Milo, and then more especially, and some players who were integral part of the earlier processes. It wasn't an event; it was a process, and the process needed to be started by some people somewhere, and then it has to really end somewhere.
Okay.
But I think that in general, your question is very, very deep, and deep in the sense that Obika said, now ahomboano ene yebit ma yibi, you know, nina no bibia obia bibisa senke yempo na yeti bibia mo na yebisa.
Okay.
But I was saying bibia no yehwe bibia ye fever.
Okay.
Na bibia ye dui, na bibia ye pese ye de ye football na ye de ko. Den ya ye football no e was say and be beba na ye nyina be fa adwenko. And then sometimes they do such stage now. I like to talk to speak about deliberations on having a deliberate and staying patient, but remaining very consistent in the way you want to channel and align with the processes. And nature say, because when you find myself where I stand in terms of football institution, you know, I stand in the stance of having football being developed progressively and also promoting the sport, so that other people from other jurisdictions will always find themselves that this institution is the best to align yourself. And so when you look at where we are coming from and where we have reached now, it is important to begin to do what I always will say, that we try not as much as possible to create success, but we don't buy success. When you want to buy success, you ask yourself that are you ready? Do you have the capacity to buy success immediately? Assuming I heard your other colleague, you know, comprehensively deliberating about what is happening in Liverpool and what is happening in Chelsea and what happens in the European League. I would much appreciate if he consistently do that with the reference to our local league also. I think that comprehensively he's very in depth in terms of knowledge about what he likes doing, and I think that I like to hear things of that kind. But we need to be very sincere with ourselves. That do we have to be bringing in the processes that will lead us to be able to create a succession plan into the further future, or we just need to try as much as possible to buy success? Buying success means that you have to put in place the relevant materials in terms of the players, and then the technical staff, the whole. It's a comprehensive program, and I think that this platform gives us the opportunity to begin to create success with a deliberate, patient, and a consistent approach into the future. So for me, this World Cup presents us the opportunity to reinstitute our football based on the structures we put in place, and that is why progressively you've seen us bringing even in players who are 2000 born, some who are 2002 born, and then having the very older ones, experienced ones who are in the squad. Because if somebody is already 28, and then he has an opportunity to play for Ghana, it tells you that in his lifetime he might be lucky to play in one World Cup or maybe another. The very lucky footballers are the ones that play football even after 30 play top level football after 30 years. Everyone will want to have players who are in their prime, between 20 and then 20, 26 and 28.
Mm-hmm.
So in that jurisdiction, you can understand that I've answered your question with a lot of processes.
Yes. So my say yes, you believe in the quality, but you get the results through a certain process. You don't buy success.
And I want to always use this applet. I want to see the right effort. I want to see the best energy brought every time on the pitch, and I want to see performance. And then I don't talk even about results, because I believe that when you have these possessions of success in place, results comes automatically based on this aspect. You can never have results because you are pronouncing results. Which means I say, okay, Kotoko, and now has for folk, and now medium, and now they youngsters. Oh, weekend where was a winning match, no? Into what kind of not just a who win. What kind of and just a who win. But a humana, a hounding, any
effort,
the energy and then the effort and then the processing performance that you bring up onto the pitch based on how you want to play in the game, and then how you work in training is how you are aided and appreciated by results. But
that's
the fact that you say that I will win the game, you don't go to win.
I agree. Let me move on, because this quote of yours or quotation of yours say Musani Chema, I might not get the opportunity. Mekai said before, I wasn't around, but I heard you say before Ghana, Nigeria, and I say the game it's going to be played for 180 minutes. I don't know if you do remember, and that the first leg here in Kumasi was not the one that was going to determine the end result. I don't know if I got it right.
Yeah, you are right. Yes. You are right. It was just the beginning of the process. The first game was just the beginning.
Okay. And the process was supposed to end in Nigeria, and it ended in Nigeria in our favor.
And for me, I thought that one of the best results that you would have ever had was the first league results. The first league results was so much important to us that viewing the game, because I know that we knew the Nigerians more than they had thought about us, and more especially. Our wish was that we should get a favorable results based on the energy and effort we bring on that day, and the performance that these boys were able to bring. Remember, we were just coming in. Somebody like Jordan, who had even attracted COVID at that moment, only trained with us for 7 minutes. 7 minutes, just the eve of the game, and 7 minutes and the eve of the game, and the major aspect of the work was done on the board with him, with the relevant coaches, and then also preparing him psychologically and taking care of him in terms of his physical and then other medical issues. Instead, means that we had passed the difficult hurdle in the first leg by not conceding and then having a stalemate. For me, that was one of the best results. And having our team intact, not distractions, everybody very much focused, even those who were not even the captain was not in the squad, but he was with the team in the hotel, and then he was in the team with the team in the dressing room. He was with the team before, during and after the game. It meant that we had a team, and this team was a team that can be used as creation of the right success further into the future. And for that matter, that was the reasons why I made that statement. And I knew that the second league game was a complete game, was another 90 minutes game. That after the 90 minutes you go straight into penalty shootout. And definitely it has to come with a winner. And once there must be only one winner from that game, the game was more open to us. The Nigerians had nothing to do but to open up. And if you understand what space means in football, space means everything about football.
Okay.
And we knew how to use
exploit the spaces.
Yeah.
Okay. So another area me pese you doing come is how you invite the locally based players into the team, because of all the guys at the technical department. And I mean, I want to believe that you are most familiar with our system, the local terrain and the players. But more often than not, you invite players and people think that, what goes into it? Then I'm only here before getting players on board.
To be very honest with you, it takes us more than 2 months, to invite a player. We have players on the complete database, and this database is accumulated, comprehensively, and so we keep monitoring all these players across the leagues. And so when we make the frame based on our style of play, and the style of play comes out with its own systems and formations. And once we plot that, okay, in this game this is how we want to go, so you plug them on the page, and everyone is on it. So you have your squad there, so you have your first team there, you have your second team there, and you have the supplementary sheet attached to it. So week in, week out, you follow up, and then you are speaking with players and then doing so many things. And so when it comes to the level where we think that now we are shortlisting this, then you will be able to now know that, okay, this is ahead, the right back, this one is ahead of this one. This one is now on the supplementary sheet we are observing. So an injury comes in on the first team player. So secondly, the one next to him goes in, that is the B player gets into him. And then you see that the C player who was on the supplementary sheet now comes to the B position. So at the end of the day, if you lose one goalkeeper, maybe Wellcott is there, and then maybe you have a Tizigi, you have a Manav, you have a Oforio. If one person goes out, provisionally you have to push up the others. So there's no, and it is something that we comprehensively speak about, week in, week out, and we follow up. Everybody has the players that he has to speak on to. And we come back and discuss these players. And, so before we come out with it, and that is why sometimes I know that you try to speculate, and then these days the speculations have been reduced. You try to push us to come out with the squad, putting a lot of pressure on the football association. Say I was a dinner bar, because of leaks in the airborne, which me the edini pie. Now we won't say just in the last game now all before on the break. Now we're playing a prayer. Let's just say the whole structure and as assistant, and you always have a certain period to be able to submit a list to a club. So we're inviting the player. You need some number of days. I will say with me a club no more prepare player now, because sometimes ye omufi ho e kwa ye prepare almost on the call. Na ya more updates about oba no be praha and oba no odi pressing e ba na ye ni na ye medical phone ni or medical phone aging komo say player no ye managing man bo matches by ye man bo better system minutes into mo be yusu na mo hu say ye mo be managing no and now we managing during training ye man training all the days ye man call gym say to this level ye manipulate about this into the imbribiano ye ni omo collaboration into na nya ade a obeka say me friend keke amanabum. It's really a comprehensive program that
so the next one Ghanaians who want to know, you see a local players they don't get the opportunity. Is it because of standards or because of all these things you explained?
You all will agree, say, as so be a sinidine, a dino hotter that now master bedroom. We all agree, say, you start from somewhere, and Obamuka Kraka na Ubomuno na Upibipa Edijina. I think that all that we are doing is that we are also appreciating that there's something happening in the local front that we need to pay attention. And we should be a year one as well. and you be our best obey too much of try and error, affairs. A baby our best try say, oh, pay idea ebe one dachi, and now idea a bit my mouth intent performance be immediately, and now idea oh person will throw a DB into who started big kakra into say your friend Dennis Cosa, your friend Dennis Cosa, no Satam na your Baba Rahman be a widen we pra at that short period. Let's just say you could give your mess and one and Satam in a friend Kamini, you ever born Nigeria no, let's just say at least you 2 backups for her. Say the bear say orientate your tactical or discipline it be a shift into bacteria still no your wing back or your left footed and now a bad day you say or do it bit much shift or do on the left side and now a bit much shift Andy watching Adam on the left side possibilities into the also share one within the bar a bit me some possession bit my boy or say you the course by between Nigeria and one boom but still no na at least wabomu abenya feeling kakra obo local sometimes my friend na me need because sometimes na Georgia friend na onye di nkomo ni nyina no eye bibia ye ya amane mu se je wo ye bia no obi ti enchen a wo ye den ohwe obi ti enchen a wo hwe enye obi na efre ka se Dennis Cosa I was up to mafano na you know say uni say Dennis Cosa minimum tama no kivas ni now
okay
before our board drafts ni now let's just say obi a yeah it me dini pene eche into se na akonya bi ebeto it's easy to find him and I will share banye say na obi a no under 23 no boys ni bi wo ha omo ye no colleagues oni omo ehia oni osman mo ehia a omuni omo kakrakra ntina youth ntina ye bompa say clubs ni na ebe try some be institute stronger youth structures because youth structures no so we institute we say akwa no one na boy there U15 one na be boy U18 one na be boy U21 na one na no ma yera mo sa e wo ma no ma copy of blasters
okay
and I wo ma no ma copy on the first team baby they are not new players again no mo mo dada omo ti omo
okay
both from technical and tactical aspects and then psychologically no
okay
omo nim say there obia personality etie nti we say we build the team no around them enye de bia we break kesisa because already the integration has been and based on normal transitions
okay you see the issue of young and player development in Ghana now no Burkina for Abba no ma be saying
that is the only way and then I make catch say we need to do things deliberately and we say now say obi yo and we say institute new be na ye deliberate it should be a deliberate approach say premier team biano any first division team biano and we say at least who say club licensing division say at least and also go to youth development programs as I say so we need people corner call associate who with a local club bia or more youth next say or more the and the now at least I don't know it say so who for bia dey na we year it shows we na a year it shows say be yes say one kasa why dey why institute one kasa dey so be there now all day guide can hold say on my lances one kasa be who say we dey come find one way or more even 12 place for na me do mo ye kakra dachi bi no I know na me di kan say bibia na we say create success no so we create success next so we start bibi bibi deliberate so over 50-year-olds now why you say we 15 there in 3 to 4 years no be or 18 to 19 years next so we first team player
okay
met it there man fana winning league but nyame ya adoma bia me marketing bibi besi
okay
me dey promote we national team these are deliberate approaches and I think that the way forward for our football is some of these measures.
Okay. And we need to pay attention to development at that stage. These clubs do not have enough money to create the success.
Sheikh na omo niska into a better player. Player na no odiska. Intina me can say you don't need to buy success, you need to create it. And when you are creating success, when you are buying success, you need bigger budgets. Do we have bigger budgets in order to buy success. So if you have bigger budgets, then the best thing I would say is that on said the Dr. Sapon here those years no so they na menoa
yes
you koto Ochaya by home you Ochaya against your settlers or more than 20s against your settlers in Tamale and who's a labor for you then ban home bumpers on a tone by let's just say to obia all that from a different country into Uganda who best player now Tonaba Mali who best player now Tonaba Burkina who best player now Tonaba let's just say you are buying success but so who creates success they are like I said you need scan then over form to 15 years so 15 years now the best player in Kumasi or best 5 players in the Ashanti regional schools and colleges I wouldn't say Ashanti region or more super zonals one of the best organized super zonals that I've ever seen or best you know now I 5 years maybe 5 players or 4 players now we do my piloting at the end of the day no be who say fast over so and now call northern region now I can say okay ube scatter event before for U12 and now U13 players now I can say so for 13 years now at least we will show him 5 years ube do 18 years no we will show him boss over ball first team and now we too quiet. These are deliberate approaches ube ya that should be no so be ban fast so do you scar we be call a honumunu any nipa na ahu hihia obe person obe ba boama ono any who needs kana ofa kokofa empenyefo na ebia onye the best player in Cameroon and in Mali no ana in some places now with naba oye nipa ebia wanyina ebia oye 32 years no I didn't know massa akora no chance e manombo na no ho be ban fast that that is my sense of saying that it's better to always think about creating success rather than buying success. When you want to buy success nature say ukoto obi ube buy the energy this ukoto obi best player from South Africa best player from AE there is obet maka say me ko
and your clubs all Ghana high are we are not creating success you think we are buying success.
It is not for me to say it. It is for whoever is practicing this to say they may you know they just say I'm buying success and now they may you know me creating success. I think that many clubs like when you look at the very young clubs so we a young club now agenda we need majority of your players to be players that can be educated players that can be educated through your youth system and then to the first team there they say again now we know because they are only brand o club nenye brand o club nenye kotoko o club nenye hasofo o club nenye media my enye ash gold into no woni brand so woni brand na dey na obey etimi brand o club no the youth system no a complete brand obia adentina ambrofo no omufi abrochiro eba Ghana ebe fair matches eba Ghana ebe
fankwala no
scouting events adentina mo yesa e ho say bibi nature say ye wo bibi e wo yankasa no yen fa de no enfa nye bibia obia hwe Chelsea and the most youth players in the world she Mo Salah she De Bruyne o mun nyina efi ho e den a
Wenger bought Nicolas Anelka £500,000 sold Anelka to Real Madrid at £23 million. Onyatio Henry from Juventus at £7 million. Okay. Timer Anelka free Premier League, you know. He was among the best 3 center forwards in the Premier League. Henry every Premier League, you know, he was the best player in the Premier League, but he was not the most expensive signing in the Premier League. Henry Ebukwe Neya Etihei. Ubetimi akaseti Henry is the best player in the Premier League era. Say what the mention as you. Eye bibi obitina baby no create and no about one.
But you see, it's a broad subject. Yeah. Yeah, nya daje ma coach no nti o the team name and now wo be in a dia.
Eye because because yeah no Mizoto your way of running football any understanding of doing things no. You need the sorry to say.
Let me
say my example. They buy success. But your clubs are almost no almost said you must no ma build or ma success abe compete with or mom to success no one say no ma example to say Manchester City yemfa ni Chelsea yemfa ni Manchester United ebi Arsenal so start to spend heavily on the transfer market if it's say Liverpool okay offer these clubs ayabo mudia okay mostly they compete in their leagues and also compete very well in the Champions League. Borussia Dortmund, Salzburg, Leipzig. Again, I'm still two more. Dortmund beba England. No about Jadon Sancho. Or you're rejected. Or no, the understand the platform no. Emma will time to grow. In your botrema ma winni. So what the minister say? But Manchester City, I would Jadon Sancho. Yeah, your botrema winni because quickly we want results and then you actually but Dortmund ya ukwa ya create a platform ne dia to ni ahwe ne kakran enyoma ni bi a Dortmund so fa na success bi ni no only winning trophy because football club be a business entity so be fa Jadon Sancho ne bi otwea £5 million in 3 years time is to what on Manchester 65 million no it is to from 5 million to 65 million pounds is to the gap is 60 million. Business wise a success because when you have a profit of 60 million it's a yes Manchester United Manchester United as a free agent and I'm buy Juventus and sold him at 100 million euros to sort the say business success in the no sort the say but you will ha too even recognizing the money that will come into the club say young konkoji the ultimate trophy is one
but we say Sometymer did he can me don't say there be an example of Kotoko in the 80s late early 80s okay me I am example and legend say no so mukwe stage I look at them I'm at 8 I'm at 40 years go 82 to next it's 40 years
yeah
okay. So if they are 62, 63, 61, it's just say, that team no 65 mostly. That team no Africa Cup. They were between 19 and 25 years, most of them.
Yes.
It's just you who say you can create success, not you.
Yeah.
Na pressure from supporters in tea.
And no, a problem. To say nay.
Most of them were young, but they do them so
to say nay. And they offer Kotoko na fahasa. Supporter bia dwene ne say Kotoko ne has euska ba no kura so ne say sikasem ewo fom ba
say ye ka so bi uska what to compare na afo
say na afo asem na make
so baby wa udu ha
oga ho
dombeli asem ha go for mo machia ho and I'm say class na wa ha ni machine na ma they look like almost
ama supporters na dwena yo mo say and they say wo Kotoko and now has now Oton player krana a crime but there be a football club be to your biggest asset is the players Arsenal stadium no musim to them they say this year
Sikanata was it 365 million pounds
365 million pounds okay Arsenal top party say
and they party was it 45
yes and they party what be say
minim aba for man
ekoso Eden abafom.
That's like to them abafom.
Eden abafom.
You buy him 45. Like like Jibo, you know this thing. You bought him 45 million. Oba Arsenal no.
Oh, top Atabeton say Jaka Satin.
Today 30 thereabout.
Top party.
Yes. The Ntina Rock party for more than 45 million, but they tell me. In transfer, you look at so many like
70 million. The young as a man.
Or in age on the side is fit every day playing. But if oh, there be. Everyone say,
Bukayo Saka will not cost more than £50 million.
Bukayo Saka. Now, no man in 90 something.
Oh, the emphasis.
Bukayo can market to cost more than 50.
Because
of
bossman. I'm saying 90 something.
No, he cost 150. Bukayo Saka cost 150.
Offer Gabriel Jesus. okay, can bear 6 players of Arsenal, just 6. A bit me see Arsenal, a bit me see Arsenal said this one. It's a club will be our biggest asset in the place. By your clubs no, yeah, and say so. Okobo Africa, ebi akotoko aje cup ni bida, has aje cup ni bida. Chinchina, omo kwadi ene so musu konom ko yiro monom go je cup no. Financially, we are weak. You have heard the structures of the club, technically. You have to say Elali. Omafa coach Omutuaneka $217,000 a month. $217,000 a month. So today, aside no,
those people say Champions League.
Offer more technical structure. And you may go higher under it. Football must to quiet fast winning football game. And you may be brave. And a penna may kind Brighton. You see in the Premier League when it comes to throw-ins, they are the most dangerous side. No, Brentford. They have a throwing coach.
I can't say that by.
Yes, you go for be or said that by so be cheap players throwing.
Luke Thomas, even the coach Frank Thomas. Or said that of 5.
Yes. Antonio Conte.
In the game, throw more. Throw a corner more.
Yes. Antonio Conte. Akwa kofa a free kick specialist. Not a member of the technical team in the European Championship. No. To work on Tottenham players how to score free kicks. Oko Manchester City CCA, their technical staff technical staff nkwa no. Chiriwe. Senior team nkwa wa 37. Now what here now the 2 assistant head coach Ekoboboa. How can you match them? So what them say? Elali aye kan ma se Mr. Piso e wona de Elali Mr. The technical staff nkwa 21. Omunyina was specific rules. Aya some ye twa omunyina aka. Saka no mutu omu no. Ghanaian clubs ye ntimi nkofa sa akogisi bi ntu omu ka. Ba wo bomu se ni a start ni e ma clubs ni pressure. Ade na akoton player, ade na makọ e man ko nim ene sa de coach nya de ye mpam no. Me pa cho wo throwing coach. Wo free kick specialist.
Ba see throw said you throw man.
Wo to ube throw 2. Ube share 1. Ube throw 5. Ube throw ebia 10. Ube share 2. Ube throw 10. Ube share 8.
Ebe throw nyakura.
So what them chance say? Eti enyo man kiti the small details na ye yemfa ye ni nkọ ho no. Eno na nei omuso do omani kọ ho. Eti me de nyina ne say. Based on your financial strength say no. Yes you betimi create success in a different way. To say but yemfa obi to say my example.
The most important point is security of tenure. On say adwuma ye de ma na onim so obedi mfie numu you are able to plan.
Yeah.
Ba ha no.
Yeah, ana.
Music coach be na ba ha say bo o says bo no nyefe.
Say
Lugaro dey.
Lugaro.
Bo no say so say nyefe. That was his first season. The better first season why we have ball fair.
On say Saturday ya okay. Abe key even in Europe. And they clubs top clubs at say ma coaches time. Anka the normal Manchester City. Pellegrini ko, Mancini ko, Marquinhos ko, Pep Guardiola came. What they want to achieve. Okay, let's give Guardiola maybe 5 years or the Bamaye. Liverpool jogging club. So to the match and I say. It's the Obo say there is some consistency when it comes to technical area. So to the match and I say. Offer the opposite side. Let's use Manchester United. Within that same period, Van Gaal abesneko, Mourinho abesneko, Ula abesneko, Rafranik abesneko. It's a technical area and the BBH says one more consistency. You are not going to get results. So to the match and I say. It's here dear no. Ade did come to be a befan tra. To say ebi awako division 2 and other division 1 Deportivo. Bobe fa player with Deportivo Edenebe Premier League. Based on the division 1 market. Se sa player ne ba Premier League no eselia. A way of who create our small success. Enya ade akoto because definitely player with division 1 our top level. Any player with Premier League our top level no. Premier League dey bo boy den dey change division 1. But who to division 1 you know, enya time to develop him. You must say in few years now compete with Premier League player no what top no. It's here the Mzoto, yen shedani a proper plan in place. Aye this way, ye nyoma hetu. We are near say. It's true.
No, to what is
Sometimes Mr. Tu, it comes with leadership and the message that you send. Once I made there be a mekase. Yesusano. Or the men see any queer fee kakaya, even who Rahebet Mensa. When you pay Kotoko, the term rebuilding. Yesha has Kotoko 4, Yesha Kotoko 3. That time Kotoko supporters be accepted say has a better team than Kotoko. You better catch it up, but in your knee, Zutu, it was in kakran. By 2003, on say because the foundation was solid, that foundation is in 2003, Herbert Fakotoko in 99. In 2003, Nakotoko A2 has at the field league no more dominating zone. Because has team no more bomb watch it. And these were quality players when it comes to Ghanaian league standard. It is so you need time to build a strong team to compete with them. And most of Herbert signings under 17. No afa Emba. Nkroma. Nebu akwakofa Kenya. No akofo Usuba na hene. South the Mechanasi went into the schools. Yes, Akwafo Osei Kwame Junior. Chanyo Manyomano. He had two plans: building the future and at the same time getting instant results to compete with the best club then Aya Krazofu. It's me the say. Si edo bana be di team anima na me to who supporters ne dia te say abas mo te say bi atwum mo
abas nkola mo has
omunya no abas asem na wokana aya na metena say but the problem is and then football na ye no Ghana ha no me to oje league kwa Ghana $30,000 and me to one player and even in the Ghanaian market $30,000 one top player $30,000 in team to how do you compete?
And Kobwa
professor. As a while creative way, you know, Mr. Tu, with me resource. And my enjoy did you know, a lot of education. I was near you, ma.
Is a lecture. The team manner or no transit.
But or can't me or say, who was on the question? Local players, no, I know say.
Man,
obviously, fee
now,
Kokosrana.
To look up as Omkosra, blast and Omko, I say, I feel no mamba. It will be a first day, no. The double call visitors room. So to the Mechana say, Ebi a dear batch, maybe a Waba Hall. So on the Mechano. I will hit TV. Ebi a dear Chibi. Put to Ebia, what ye nasi, and Sunday in the Markakra, what do so? And it's true. The
episode change and say the difference. And the boys now, when you're opportunity to come out with you know. Yenya jitum say muwa
on casa.
No, I'm trying to. No, it's you. What I be seeing the difference, no. Aluciano muwa. Look at say for someone like for Pep to coach you, for you to be under Ibia Teta Money, sir.
Morino, the player way.
So level. It's high level. No, send the way can you the coaching staff around you are HHO key elements, no. And the crew must see as a full one stand coach pay. And a friend say, oh, Lance be coach. Amza.
Now to be a Lance be a just a new coach.
Oh, you go back on do say and the English on do level on do top there. So, and just imagine, say, course no. Our couple last stars no. Or we'll go and just one assistant coach. Even for Lance B.
Na blast and so
but those boys you know maybe a course and they can compete you know send the direct assistant like other good person but you can't assistant coach I went direct to Bodo one per Hamza
you Hamza I got to go play some call Moldovan
yeah
or Maba
yeah true Apple and Agadas
here's a Mudama
Mudanyamai
Onyamai and our
so Onyamai to my
na nipa mi ensan ko baabi na mienu ba na aka ba ko a se ne o ma no
oh so we dey business we nim na ni so e bi kura na yem fa ne say se team no ehia ho ma what the short period e bi ade apple any agada say no they are satisfied
okay
e bi ayi mu da kaka
I am consider
so tell me e bi ayi mu da
kaka
kaka
waka mu da contract 1 month
oh mu da renew the contract
why renew
yeah
but
before ko
e bi as how to so anya de na so mo bra enem dem say two things two things there's what kind of thing no kwa
on say obi say agadas a player from my checks omo requesting no and omo pen to replace a player who is leaving
okay
so what the mention say nti And one club omo follow Kotoko recently. Moldova because of Edmonado. The exploit at the club. A lot of eye for Ghanaian football and how they want person scouting the Ghanaian market. It's Zaki to person Kano. Obi to say Agadas. He's going to dare to replace a player. And I make us say it's not about we're impressive. We're impressive. And no money in that. So what did I mention? Oh, so bet me the no them, which may not be meaning.
It's because Nana no Overton Agadas Sama was the figures rose through. Dini Omumrame Bobby Gadas bought Champions League, CAF Champions League. It's clear. Say after the competition.
I said one thing I enjoy and say, "Sir, transfers be saying it's good for Ghana football." Just imagine, say, forget about the country. A Ghanaian player, a move straight from the Ghanaian league. Now, Obotima about Champions League.
Yeah.
Obotima about Champions League. Moldova last season bought Champions League. This is number started from say the second stage of the preliminary rounds. So to the mention it's a Ghanaian player for Ghanaian league straight to a Champions League club.
Tom 1 million and then 500
say why it's me the budget banana negotiating.
Yeah, let's go. Would you try? I say they are back.
They are area. Yeah.
Okay.
Area.
Okay. But Muda Kao.
Yeah. Oh. It's Wakao. Okay. Onyamai.
Koya supporters know you're interested.
Oh yes, why not?
The Africa Cup ni ade no mbe so mu say.
Why not?
They say Harry number no say.
Ade ba ko so a football clubs entanka ho asem pa a player transfer. On say to say Lisandro Martinez. On the one to say Arsenal panini be about that kan ho asem. On to say Manchester panini be about that.
Yes, as sambo no.
Aha.
It means sambo no.
But had there you be top pressure. There are clubs now. I don't know. Mama can't want some
transfers. You don't need to. You oh yes, sir. Say other club who say or supporters put too pressure. I know my high price. Okay. Say anything I'll be top. And say a bina kaya man on the young.
Yeah.
O man here clear said this player we are going to buy. Where's another modern?
Is here so much agree on 70 million cash.
Okay.
And 20 million add-ons no. And no more structure in year.
90 million.
17 their cash they will pay. Now
65 rather.
70. See
65 no be pound. No 17 be euro.
Oh fine.
What I say? It's not also me move you do as move.
No, ready move yo.
90 million.
I
Saturday only level 45.
65. Add-ons, it's possible that ABN,
but it's possible that be
and then you can't the price I
don't 90 party or 45 krone.
Oh, party. Unumi again say.
Me no nyado.
Nanka enye se moko buy out now, moko mitie na. Ana come go negotiate nka mo 45 no.
E dey say na
but Thomas party.
That time no.
Oh
yes sir. See them can say.
But Dagito who underrated party.
I think so.
Na man no member.
Oh come on.
The same market now. The same market now.
The
same market now.
Different one.
So we Broni in
there. Broni in there.
You saw party Atletico Madrid. That league na beyond Bebo you know. Party in pattern we ready no here. What has he done in the Premier in the La Liga?
He has played.
Pate established himself. Let's go.
Ote. Also Porto Club. Also Porto Club. Also Porto Club. A top Fred 50 million pounds. But we are against a club at top party 45 million pounds.
When Fred was coming, Ajibo don't do that. You sat here and said Fred was Uyi 2.
Where he was coming from?
Creative midfielders in Europe at that time. He was one of them.
Creative.
At Shakhtar Donetsk.
You see,
you were saying another them. Come on, Fred, but you were here. That's what can one say.
Dagito.
Time United got off Fred. It's what Jibo can why it here.
Dagito na
at that time, Fred in the Champions League. There was no midfielders.
But there no more.
I'm saying Fred. He was virtually the best midfielder in Europe that time.
You know why they best?
I shouted this.
Nobody has said. Nobody has said. Obianu Otiawaka said. Fred Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yes, he's good.
He was a good player. So to the mention, but what we are trying to say is, based on league standard, performance given at a particular moment, Sikana at the top Fred, which a 50 to 55 million. Say Arsenal the 45, I got top party from Spanish La Liga. At the competition there, top level, I was so change the Ukrainian Liga. What's the one thing was here then?
It's a Ukrainian Liga. I come about Champions League and not Fred Abba. Or move for the BH and I know dominating.
Hey,
because I have teams now, ebi fi musa amane ka bia be for bi sa no de beje say yes o bo musa isa 6 no mo je league no ade dia mo ya
be fi musa they kept a team.
What team na mo kept
team from 97 not changes kakra bi na neighbor the team that played team was there
has no more 3 goalkeepers. Dida, Nano, Samia J joining has 98. Dida Nano no more way back.
Did Nano 1997.
Okay, all right. Jacob Nete was not in part of year now be 97 no. Ye ko to no ba no nka ho bi.
But yeah, somebody can you overcome and captain he was in the team. And even that time I'm Kwameku bad in 97. But only bear 5 players and now bear much you.
And you 5.
No.
And you 5.
The community.
Chasalote. Chasalote about for say
98.
And you say you know Beijing 2 times to say 2 years before the Champions League.
2 years.
Eja tete.
Eja 99.
Until obo say
about 2 over 99 2.
Osekufo
by 99
Ismailado.
It's not about 99.
98
yeah, but no count 99.
Ismail 98.
It's because of my boss and it's 1 or 2 years.
Ismail called New Zealand. He was a House of Oak player.
No, Aruras. But no, it was not playing for
Ejogu.
All go New Zealand.
Ejogu 96-97.
Ejogu USA.
Ejogu
96-97. Almost started that campaign. They had Osman Amadou. Osman Amadou no was saying.
Osman Amadou born 97.
About say.
About 3 years.
And we even if form first 11 now. We Charles Taylor. Joansa about how many years?
John Sands born 96. 95
96. It's we Charles Taylor. Our joining team in the 99-2000 season now. Other players now can. The least among them. I know more team in Chekrano was a circle for 1 year. And he was playing in the second season. So to the mention and they be Ajimendua. But how for me to say Steven Teta? Now Steven Teta bought us from 98-99 season. And so now by will be promoted to the senior side. It's majority of the team.
Steven Teta is only 1 year.
1 year.
Steven Teta is not a year neighbor. But
he was in the team.
Some have 15
2 years. Over 2 years.
Avaka Kimbeza team over. Young Kwala Wumwa Omo Ewo bench. Until they are still in the team. The fact that they were not starters in Chelsea, they were not in the team. Has our boys be bring on before as small teams now are crown. They were paying for Olympics. But on boya from 97, coach Afrani be team no. And on the buyer and the budget Sakap no.
Sakap number J.
2000
pay flap on Tiba no Dawson.
That one the flap on Tiba. Obi 98 and 99. No about
2 years now the cap. Let's just say what 2 years.
Wabo, 2 years no more joining here.
And 2 years now
from 96. Team back on a normal build, which was started by Coach Afani. And on back to us. Until Omo boy, yeah, a team Omo build the young conform 15, move 3 man on him.
Based on that.
2 years.
As I see Ampo, Jibo ne ye chese
2 years na say okay say obi ebo no sa dia
2 years titi nye omunya na 2 years
e am gonna based on exercise na ye ntisi ana chese even 2 years for me e be 4 pe o based on
wa for akwasa o
we bo mpo say 4 years no me free 99
I am so free because now also be very replace o
it's hard net here
now we bench
now we bench no be replace me in 2 years no
now the
but no ba here you know so
eja na je na de ni what is it
Tamana and say
na no afọ akwaba ha say wa ho keka
o kan sem na aka ni
ma wa ante ho
o kan sem
ma no won ni na ba so kan say wa ho keka fom
enko fom ne na ya na me hwe Ghana soccer ne dia
na ra ho ba de
e last week we kwa yewu obantima na mhu o prince pa ayipe ya usu srebo
ya also so for America na
papa ko Prince Polly ina dem hisiams you say when play say they say wo mo honi ade no ye yo mo den ya me say ya na me say ye sports mu no ya na ye yo mo den
ko say ye yo mo den
to say na it seems so astro tough na ye no ye man saying area ye man say bia ye betray ye nkola na say ye mpenifo nkokorafo ye ne kokotie sika bobo
obi atimi maintain joko na otua kakra
debi kakra na wutua ne ade no kakra na wutua ne ade no wutua ne say
yene yakobo na etua ne
ukwa buchi ne ade a to wom say ye mfa ho tutu mu di
ba nya wutua you have to go to cancel na yom dia you
one hour wutua 300 yes enyes kakatwa
oh what you say
1 hour wutua 300
oh
so say man
yes ye personality ye ye pay under 20 ni ade nya yi talent nso wo pa enso be bia se nkola ikura no se bia mo group nkura se ko bobo no ade a ama obi kura ko gira monitor wo mukura no ade a kura ni sika be no mo beti akokutia tina nkola ne nam sa because me Sunday ye ko ni ade nkola be wo pa deportivo fo ba ho lazio fo ba ho ni ade ni wie ni ade bobo re wi a se bio ye nso ya mo sika kakra de faka no mo de akọ enti sa astro tough na aban ye no a good initiative but
ye mo biango bobi
ye mo ji say sika no mo ji ni ade na ne say ye ni ade a obi be monitor kra na it should be say bia sika go ta aban no de ade na ba say bia e mo bu amantemu bia ni ade it is here for bi no o hweso ni ade a acha jemfi say ebe bua
ye mi na boys no go bobi no
na so talent
this time so dey say kra more than 2 years here
ye penkola say o ko bobo ni ade under 17 ni ade a wo me nam saa etimi de mi fi say e wo say o mu etimi eyi bibi kakra fa ho ni ade
da fa bi so ne say afọ agwa give it no mo give it na go say
say ni nyina e ka saa ni ma
but on babo boy o munya bi
eno ni asem no
muntia eze dia do eze tra
tama ne say
oh you say nyina so ye boa ye say obia en keep fit saa ni mo nyina nso eboa na eboa so na food ni woni ade say ene nam saa na yare na yawu ni akọ ko be bia kwa training ni ade no wunya bi nti ni be bu wono ni ade a tama ya mo so mo ye perifu ya mo nka ni enya ibe de omo ye no omo hurry up no omo nye ada say ba ku say ye so mko se sabo free so mko ko bombo ache sabo abo se di chem so be
me park no akrom school park no
isi
oko according to omo zongo development omo ye no mo say kwa 21 say one of the my year that's 21 at 21 omo ya the 100 in year up to now. Meanwhile the area guys that's the only foot pitch and lots of do some more Ali players are sa pitch na produce pa ai nya so enyini ya ko bobo park no so man
tama ho si wo man
did you interview
ani ma ha
play na didi
yes sports ministry mo sika ba pa so no ye hu de se bi o mo de ye also on the board
so to me dey am come bola sa o asamo
ma bo pa so pitcher
yeah can play I also who you play and
produce big talent
Tama Kumaski Fit Club Association for nyame adu meche be meeting na ye den hye na person second league in Barcelona na no again penifo ye ni say yem pitches 1 or 2 bi na nka papa no ye mo e matches no ho because away matches e ko bu ho na park na nya kura ma kwafo no say de be ya on betimi akọ pitches ni bu na ye abo ene ne ma nto no mtimi mo nti e bi se de cham so say aso tef ni say e hye bi say pese e better on match o ye start say ye program enye no o mtimi ma ye nti ye kan chom ne say e bi e china e be fa ibu ta akodi aso say de be ya ye se bit na akobo
okay
na akobo
na about going na ma feel my guy say sorry after 10 years you are public of kaka for some maintenance work Kenya ni meet time no na
tama ene ayi ba ko peda me betwa to na say ayi Brian awo mo ayi Morocco ona mai buti otombu so Morocco ona mai buti oda mai say emfa mai go king no antino Brian Morocco ya da na say nti nsa ba nsa so ba go ya chido mo we butu no so otombu tu pa o Morocco nti Brian ya da wase ni mo butu mara nyemo e bi so ya ba be tobi e wo ho
ada nti ya mensi ya chene be sia training
na training no baba
Tama
listen na
nanti de be ene dia ma be ko so amma ba chene
Tama last week say fa wo san ka se mehia wo
last week na me
Tama say wo nante enye de wo say nante o timi say abotre so nye ye o hia so be training o so ye training ni bi nye bi training ko na be yo so de training sa ka ho bi
na ka ye twe no
eja de be judi nti me yo wo de na kwa de ono e certificate e bi and e bi
me ba me fa coaches me ba ha ta me ba ya na me ba ma me neki fit so
but to meet you yan ko like the way na sem
yeah ndoje ai shana na me anope
that
na me ya messages pa
messages in saying
about like at Mr. Kofi justice to some aspect of in the argument about who is the best coach currently in the interview now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this one should be even an argument, and I say it should be a debate. So, I believe baby, sentence now. You believe be a coach be Angela Germano. I wasn't the best player, best coach. You don't know why this could be. For example, what club did with Liverpool? Second, Champions League final, winning the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. And we get chase, only sitting in Bono. Say I just a point and I say 2 pair, and they don't own team. Every other team be coach be. For example, coach about Newcastle. I don't go for say no come from Mano because about Newcastle a team on the visit on my way. That coach also pronounced him so to Eddie Howe. And about form from that at all. And the mobile places top half of the league. I don't know why this one could be. But there is a coach or on already not advantage or a champion, one as a league, another that. Anyway, you know, from 61 points, at 48 points. And what this is on the league. And the league now, what new comparison okay, even Castle Manga. To me, this season has done better than Bodu.
Castle Manga did not win anything.
Well, we need it, but he picked the team budgets. Until compare has in terms of motivation, player no, you can't compare it to has. And for any coach to use that in the example, no, how example, no. But last year they remained in the league by just a point or so. Last year, like is almost a war, but no medical league. And the team last year, area, and I can't remember fa. And they did third about FA Cup final. And he has appreciated the Manchester United team. Was go do by his own standard. I appreciate it. Abba form. And the other coach now, what the league with Ocean has 19 points. Ocean second team, no point difference. Definitely, Ogum and Kasim Mungo and Sak Omunya this year have done better than first. So last year, nobody argued about who was the best coach last season, last 2 seasons. Kroma say Bodu swept everything. And nobody, even no Kotoko supporter, could argue say Omuko Jenana was better than what Bodu did last 2 seasons. You know, Yenjin Tum say as much as Bodu did better last 2 seasons, but league now the Oya within the team and the other coaches their team need there's no way you can make a case for him, especially when on interview or say now. Now no man upon embem. I say I'm the best coach and the general. You go and pick it from the wire as a coach. No, they are comparing, but what's it now? No, and as my and now I say no, as I'm not working now. And I think all the young teams league the last of Ogum and Castle Munger and I'm say they were better than Samobodu in the league. Yeah, let's agree. Move on. Now, young teams are say my now. You see, Kotoko has Africa. It is what one okay say September yano Africa air started. Now we share other country, other clubs see. Now to compare the now we mash kakra because already know any kind of that. Now one say ballot answers we are going to play against the seeded clubs based on your ranking intino and then you have ballot in about baby Biana because our ranking is low. You go share the top seeded clubs and sign it me you move your copium good stage. Meanwhile some seeded clubs no show more already I won't say see on my year now to compare the na let's just say form. I'm one of those who believe say yampe crime be so na say net there for no say what it is no you should find a way and bring us into the off-season preparation. Originally yamo bia hu say yanka say that top 4 competition no originally the rationale behind organizing top 4 Okroma say for the class am qualify for Africa no because as at that time no Ghana near 4 slots in Africa. The first 2 Champions League, 3rd and 4th Confederations Cup. So Gaka, the brain behind organizing top 4 Ghana I say no wasn't for just as any fake but they organized top 4 because of clubs and Africa. And up to now the top 4 no that is the main reason the brain behind top 4 and to prepare the teams Africa. And to say has a qualify for Africa. Kotoko qualify for Africa. I think say a better best say you better find a way to bring them in off-season preparation. Because last season I am of the view say one of the reasons why I has a madam boy and kind of Africa no I have a good start preparation poor. And to where the episode could have found the wow body. The Gaka executives in the Enka. I think say they should find a way and bring house folk in the off-season preparation because the rasta behind top 4 no and therefore nifekeke to prepare class.
It is a big subject. Mami Mao, Gaka, even our Gaka for now. In the last meet and I hear strong argument. Whilst a binum first said they promised top 4, no, they should go ahead and play top 4. Now, a binum first said 1, they said they all can have African preparation. That's 1. 2, you get sponsorship when they are involved.
Yes.
3, you get massive spectatorship when they are involved. And those are the factors. But they had also promised some about top 4. And I had discussion here because you are for us.
No, because I'm for because the rationale behind top 4 is to prepare the teams of Africa. Something that organize top 4.
Okay.
The first year,
what you do is we are to be at 3-3. So 3-3 wa ha no my style na akoka 4. A lot of arrangement.
Yes.
And 3 in this group, 3 in this group. All play or one in northern zone, one in southern zone. Accra Kumasi. Who we are the 4 of them can meet in a mini tournament.
Yes,
and the teams that prepare.
Because say team na African Mobia, it has defeated the reason why top 4 was organized.
A subject I'm for better discussing. Man for better discussing how to folk to be included. That's Olympics will be.
Yes, some no more.
Na just acquire 6. But just say na no K5 na so on tiase.
So o me antom sisa o me ka je.
I didn't. What is the reason? What is the reason? Na say Gaka about top 8 da. Gaka about 8 da. There was a year involved with Division 1 when I was in Gaka.
Yes, Division 1
so who can say my reason?
More reason why you are not playing.
And you say more because they are champion of champion got only this year.
Yes.
And you anyway, my any quick one na nka man for say non do ya sorry ya if you dey be off for some maintenance work to be done. Why or you bound take all their complaints kakra so omo ahojo oko santa se ne da omo so issues kakra nti engineers na ba hwenti yes say mo amanfo nkae say you didn't come we are signing off machine be dum kakra bi for a short period omo we will come back on there. That is for the TV. For radio Gobi
legend
trying to know any inquiry.
Oh sir, legend the intro na mama. I think say radio every bear last week ya dwumadi kakra ha ya announcement kakra ha. It's one of the best performing schools in Ashanti region, senior high school reference Kumasi Academy, SC Ultra Modern Science Laboratory mbaba be pa hontoma na me adoma next weekend. I think say 9th and then I will check pepe energy media ne kese na abekoso past student association of the school omana come ho bom awmu this adwuma no the chairman of the association na nkasa one ne mpanimfo ene ne omabaha legend omuno baba be din komo kakra no mama kumaka all students ne mpanimfo ne general public ni nyina ehunu dwumadia next weekend abekoso nti legend bacho eno na enne de wani mu no ha we say obi adi no okuni ne hye ni mu okunini no say obi a oye former student of Kumasi Academy bia no uyi okunini academicians for no nti ye de batwe yesi uyi okunini nti mpacho obi adi no okunini ehye
zo uyi okunini go biri
me pacho me
okunini NSCO enim okunini NSCO enim na chairman
mpacho
planning committee for commissioning no and okunini gift bill treasurer for that so just on the scan one and ma the old is come on
really ba
Okunini Ali Ibrahim so a member planning committee for commissioning and yakunini ya makwaba aya na tembia yedin komona ayi square me say ya but so afibe na muko okumaka na mu wie na afibe ameza dem free madam ya madam me mate ni junior ni senior
Okunini gift to be 1996.
1996 okay na just all call 1996 there set form and form 5
That's
SS okay where there okay na chairman do
that's the nano ya 2004 na me
Onye nanu ya afi no bi so
aye we about 18
yo me so 96 na me we
let's only
mates
oh okay that's fine chairman mamema moyi mu bono to famai e di adwuma na Kumasi Academy akunini ene mo current students dey adwuma na mu di
okay
time seniors in Gwana wa
always seniors
legend there that's a bebre ewo akwanya unam Sir Ricky so they are my pay and so it's all about the grand commissioning of the biggest science lab currently in Ghana. Obianyebi. Yes, Obianyebi. Yena ye dikai SCSA science lab ewo Ghana kroimu and san ko baby an say askore mampon ewo Kumasi.
Wow.
It's you see the biggest
biggest
science.
No matter who be there.
Yeah, sure be there. Just the onobe challenge no omi nhwe de na yam fan to ye de hunu de ne de ye yes. And yet just
big in terms of the size and as any woman and
okay, so in terms of size is the biggest. In terms of a new woman, this science lab has smart board technology in there. And yet chalkboard I oko jina so atro a smart board technology ni so you infuse robotics. It's the oko science lab anymore your robotics room kits yeah the free America bigumu the various divisions within the sciences no chemistry your chemistry lab your biology lab your physics lab your various offices for different practicals and other things and also what lab and for or integrated science or mobile lab and for more practicals no you will be BAB or movie it is the biggest offices a woman over 16 offices aside the big chemistry biology physics lab no a science lab more bronze story building yes so schools are coming we a past students initiative under our current national president Okunini Dr. Dapasi Akwan from 2013 we decided project we and ye be di ache ye sukuno it's ye 21 more from 2013 all the way into 2022 and nyame aye adomwa yetini de bibia ba we next week ya ye kase and na wo pepepe ye be pa ho ntoma amagana man nyina hu ade fefe yeah, they change Sukuno. It is the biggest, and I think so. Or more doubts, you know. We are inviting all of them to come to Kumasi Academy on the 9th of July, which is the Grand Commissioning Day, you know. So I'm witness at the fair any at the Kessia. Yeah, they check Ghana mine. We're Ghana mine in Yasum Faso. Yes.
Past students from
1969 all the way to 2021 and obia kakran ni akekan ho abomu project near over 8.5 million Ghana cedis.
Hey,
over 8.5 million Ghana cedis. Yes,
for music asem yo
eh pa na me adom
anti give to you says Kenya on a bar on am dia na mo ye ne saying how did you make this? Because enye on say enye nipa nyina na eku school no mu free wa eya mu e kaisa obi o wa or very bad memories about the school. Me say school bi am koy omo ya de no mfree ma me free omo because omo yi medikura obi also so obi say e then na mamunya sound we can to help Kumasi Academy.
Medasi. Kumasi Academy.
Yana wakasa tseli obi di sikeba.
The past students no obi ani ho a ye kone na se omeboa eye ompupuniti.
That's fine.
Ompupuniti. Obi a dia honkeka ene insirio eboa project ayeye. Ye mpanyufo ewo abroad. Ghana have financial.
But we are abroad for the TIA.
Ghana for the TIA. I feel yenya corporate sponsorships. So muso sabua ama jumedi abedu stadium.
And the kunum the day jumano.
Omo the day jumano biya edene mua efree. Eye institutions near companies omo so dia babe boama project na edu stadium yehuni.
Wow. Wow. Na Ali, mami mu say mumu ye bibi apart from Grand Commissioner no be the course on that day.
Yo, me say me da say penfo ahye 3 days sort of activities. Chebesha say Friday. Wow. From 4 p.m. Akunini arrangements bebia obia ebifra abuchi from Ghana. Ye nyina ye share e school ho. Ye ne nkwada no enya some sort of mentorship. E dia show mu nkran ya kasa kire wo mo. And then we started from 4 to 10 p.m. Friday.
And we have
Friday. And sana Saturday no grand commissioning no about sana Sunday and so Thanksgiving service. Na Saturday no so I'm saying did you say me woman say you commissioning na anwumre no so
yɛbɛtwa yɛ no ase kakra dina kɛseɛ paa anwummerɛ no Kumasi Academy hɔ
a school phone bɛkɔ akɔ kyɛ
yɛka ho asɛm yi ɛm sɛ school no abakɔsɛm yɛnyɛ biribi saa da. This is the only time our past students yɛyɛ dinner ɛwɔ school naa mu a yɛyi assembly hall kɛseɛ a ɛm sɛ Ashanti region yɛ assembly halls no ɛyɛ one of the they say there
Bibia the message Abraham said omoko ball games bi o Kumasi Academy pitch no say
Nancy yes
or say message ni o so obie no say come on
science lab
says ya
at the point coming Kumasi Academy
what's that one thing is that what else Kumasi Academy what's all guys talking about a normal Kumaka wo bi abeka bibi say Kumaka pitch. What does open as a pitch in the natural state of the pitch?
Yeah,
but what I
school no so we na seven and more because can call on.
I didn't know. I did about what I'm a person me can say. You encourage past students. I didn't way no. You infuse all the arts. Your comedy woman. You invite Obi Amponsa, the top comedian in Ghana. Or no new kunini, but or Baba G. Yes, you are saying invite Kwampa band. Ghana had the Obi and Omumodembo. You invite artists with Bray and Black Sheriff. I name Mr. Kumakano or a past student. It's in your 2 and suffering any public Bray. Mubaba share dinner and awards night. Now, man, very, very grand. And you know, and your lab don't quite grand dinner and moon. So no, you best have to see anymore.
But it's for past students, where it's not for the general public.
So what we are trying to do is it's your 2 and suffer Ubia. So Ubia Grand Commissioner no me shebi. Yen yanmo moko Prempe Opokuare Yasantua St. Louis Omunamra no me shebi. Ebia na aka omo akoma na omo nso afa ho akoye bia ma omo school ye be say aboa Ghana man nti omo mesua yes sa pepepe
na so obia anything here MC school no eye hyehyɛ se be ma other schools na omo ni such facility no akwanya because said they can robotics so here Kumaka will be the first school I won't bet me about
yes
school no yes hyehyɛ na I know mun na
omo chokata ba ye be ma sa
omo say school na back seminar say some years back na Ken University almost science students and at some point in time some aspect of a more practical work.
Yes.
I mean, I'm saying I get you. A dinner over catcher Ubia was so special past students or Matiada and the general public.
So, me fa akwenya yeso dia catcher or akwenya
no watch any premium.
Akunyina etwa Ghana man ni wiasa fa na nyina se say program because we give basa program nti me fa sa akwenya iso so obi afa na koma mbre school no ho nempo enye science lab nko a after science lab nso e me fa another project na yensanye fanche school na nyonya
when you abre nipa bi be na abechia o
Pacho me denchia ebema mebusuafo mo kwada so.
Okay.
Afensu so me teacher fam no mo share de mama se MHS.
Wow. Okay. Ante gift bio. Okay, Ali.
Yo,
finally now.
And so said the mini about kan you know. You be encourage past students say ade we say be we quite feel proud because school bia no bia call say be the team say come back nti ni mo nyam shema ya ye call school ho no nti e be encourage so bia mo modern say dwumadi we ye nyina enfa ho hyem fully because ni mo nyam hye ema ye nyina na beboa oman Ghana so ye ngoma sua yo nchia na mefa kwanya so achia 96 ye chairman edujemfi na machia ye 1 month for boy pa ye ko 94 January to yeah, the exactly 3 years.
Young man, wow.
26 years ago. Acha Samuel Danson. We did this 96 group where one person or boy.
Chairman.
Yes, Chairman.
Chairman, they also only seniors.
Only seniors, yes.
Who you year, babe?
2004. Me call.
Let's all go 2001.
2001, yes. Yes. I'm the time at the Kumaka for me no more be now or for now.
Students.
Yeah, students and students be brave.
Because 90 bar from 96, 97, 98 Nana it's from the Kings.
Yes.
Yes. Could you you know?
I thought be about one unia jolaka. Atapuku or tray be about one unia jolaka. No, two central for the phone. Central for the
Friday and you man football homecoming. Times are Saturday the end Saturday and you man. Mestre our for Kumase and Ghana. Say a brand new ho na omumanum be schools nibia. Yes. Yeah, encourage you to Kumasi Academy. Now we have the best science lab in Ghana. Now, yes, so the Obe benefited from this ultra modern facility at Yadeja Sukuno. I feel so young past students or more Abuche, Accra, Takrade, Cape Coast. Yeah, accommodation arrangement for this homecoming weekend. Yeah, transport arrangement with STC. STC provided services from Accra, Takrade, Cape Coast. Yeah, na de beba Kumasi. It's you know, yabe. It's say there, ya bapa and ya two and safro bia so bia mra na ya meja kumaka na kumaka mfa de fefe say e magana mai ene askore mampo.
My dear, Chama Jenny Pemienu.
Okay, medium say mecha ma hofo Mr. Nim ne Auntie Mercy, me and my wife, Mama Kunadu. Mama
wife, no husband.
Mami nya ko there. Yes. And we kuma umai.
Okay.
Kuma umai, kuma ko nso is yeah be free kuma bod man say. Yes. Kuma de she. Ti.
Well, the better must say yane NX yaw anim gift bio na Afiali Ibrahim.
Yeah.
You beto aso abon krofo nkae so omumra. Na nyame bo afiada me nda kwasiada. Kofi a part of the whole thing.
Definitely.
Jema ida masese mo ba madaje na nyame nton supangu so. Na madwem po ne bibia enkoso kama. Enti ye de besi a say machine be call of kakra enti ye nya adaje for phone ni ade ne bi enti esemo am ti one ti o yire pa nka na je say adwuma na ye wi a we will come back on air. Jama will final Rebi Fabra.
Okay, mefa akonya so na yada ye national president okunini Dr. Dapasi Akwan ewo ne visionary leadership I nam ne so ama Kumasi Academy yenya at the fair say ya de beche in suku ne Ghana man eti yebeda na se bebre ene ye national executive committee members nyina elder honorable Kokofu Dr. Badade, yes, Dr. Badade, Controller and Accountant General. Any national executive members are omo treasurer wahabi yebebo mu nyina baso ewo juma fefe omoaye ediache Kumasi Academy yadamwase.
Yes, said damase. Enti manti enkabi ma we will go off for a while but we'll be back. Good morning.